What's going on, everybody? It's Chad, UFC Dad here, back with some picks for UFC. Noche is over now. We're doing Dana White Contender Series. Had a little trouble with that one. Went 5-4-1. That weird no contest. Hopefully, we'll get back on track here. This is a pretty winnable card, I see. I love doing these Dana White Contender Series uh, matchups. I feel like it's very winnable. Odds are pretty low on this one, so you have to get some good parlays if you're a parlay guy. All right, we're going to start with the first fight of the night. The Canadian Cody Chavanek versus the British guy Rafael Uchegabu. Uchegabu is 10-1. He's very quick. He is fighting over in Cage Warriors. Also had some time in the PFL. Not a great finisher. Kind of has pillow hands. Not going to knock anybody's head off. Minus 180 going into this fight. Plus 145 for Cody. He's 8-0. He's faced a lot of LLCs in his run here. Slow. He doesn't have a very explosive base to him. So with that being said, I think Rafael is going to be able to use that athleticism and get this fight done. So we're going to go Rafael Uchegabu with the win here. All right, moving into the next one. Inso Hwang versus Paddy McCrory. McCrory, 6'3", 6-1. He had a stint on The Ultimate Fighter. He is a finisher, kind of a bad boy in the UFC, or trying to be a bad boy in the UFC. Didn't get the chance. Hopefully, this will get him in there. He has a strong personality. I like his fight style. I like always like a good personality in the UFC. Inso is South Korean. He is looking to strike 8-1 currently. He did fight with his chin up in the air, and I think that's going to be trouble in this fight. He does have the whole country behind him. Looks like he has a strong following over there. I just don't think he's going to get it done here. I think Paddy McCrory, even though it's a little bit of a late notice fight for him, I think he's going to come in and get it done. He has a minus 195 going into this fight. So that's my pick, Paddy McCrory. All right, moving into the next one. Thomas Gant versus Adam Livingston. Thomas Gant, the minus 160 favorite. He is a wrestler. He has 6 fights already this year. Nasty ground and pound. I really like watching his highlights and his fights. He should do really good in the UFC. Adam Livingston, plus 130 favorite. So the odds makers think he's has a decent chance in this fight. He definitely has power in his hands. He's young. He's 24. He's going to come aggressive. I think the difference in this fight is going to be Thomas Gant with his wrestling and be able to get the fight on the mat and be able to implement his ground and pound. So I think this one's pretty easy pick for me. Thomas Gant with the win here. All right. This should be the main event, in my opinion. Muhammad Ali, not that Muhammad Ali. This is the Brazilian black belt. Just a big, huge guy, big old specimen. At the time of making this video, he's a minus 205 favorite, the biggest favorite of this card. And you can see why if you go watch some of his tapes. He is fighting a Polish guy, Iwo Barowowski. Barowowski is 5-0. He's a finisher. He gets fights done. He will grapple. He's big and strong. Should be a decent fight as long as it lasts. I think Muhammad Ali, with that striking ability, with the ground game, I think he's just going to get it done. I think this is going to be a bit of a showcase. If you guys haven't seen him fight before, it's definitely a good fight to watch and see his potential because he's going to be a guy in the UFC making some moving his way up the rankings here shortly in the UFC. I feel like he's a guy that can definitely fight for the title one day. That's saying a lot. A guy who's only, I believe, 4-0 in MMA, but he's definitely a guy to watch out for. So Muhammad Ali is my pick on that one. The last one, Hector Sosa versus Maxim Lee. Sosa is from Spain. He is 13-1. This is also a very active fighter. This is his 6th fight in about a year and a half. A finisher, striker. He's a willing grappler. With that whole Taporia push over in Spain, they're trying to bring in more Spanish guys, it looks like, and this is one of the guys that they've been kind of promoting over there. He's got a big name, big following. He's going against a tough guy, Maxim Lee. He is a favorite in this fight, kind of surprisingly, with all the experience that Sosa has over there in Spain. Lee is big for the weight division. He is 6'1". He's undefeated. He is a finisher. He loves throwing spinning shit. He's also an LLC guy. Doesn't have the best competition level, but what I see, and I think the guy is also pretty darn good, and I think that's why he's getting this main event fight. As long as it lasts, it should be a very entertaining fight, and whoever wins definitely deserves to be in the UFC. I'm going to go Max and Lee though in this. I think his physical abilities and his skill set are good enough to keep this fight where he wants it. He's going to get the job done here. So real quick, we're going to go over the picks. Max and Lee, Muhammad Ali, Thomas Gant, Paddy McCory, and Rafael Ichigaboo. Ichigaboo. All right, that's my 5 picks for Dana White Contender Series. Let's make some money. Let my passion be your profit.